to part 2 of Friday Briefing. This is our second hour, and I'm glad that you could join us here. Shortly, like I mentioned, we'll be speaking to Willis, the word master from Kisumu City, about those difficult words and the difficult pronunciations like elegant and so much more. But before we get to that, also we have Nico Dhiambo and Shafi Weru here in studio, and they will be joining me at about 10:20 there for True Story. You don't want to miss this edition tonight. It's all about heroes. All right, but before all that, I have the lovely lady still here with me, Wanja Mwaura. When we started the show, I explained to you exactly why she's here, why she's considered to be a Shujaa after she decided to help a former classmate who had immersed himself into drug addiction. And we were in the conversation, and you were telling us that finally when he agreed, to seek help, you went on Facebook, and exactly what did you do?
Well, I wrote his story, and then I opened a pay bill. So rehabs are very expensive.
Yes.
I couldn't afford it myself. So I wanted the community to get involved, at least try to get funding and put him in a rehab. So we opened a pay bill. I created a WhatsApp group.
Right.
So I involved everybody that I know. That was his classmates, the community, people who knew him in Wangige Market. So, and the response was okay. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
And so the thing is, when you went on social media, how was it? How easy was it, or hard was it to get, former classmates? I mean, if you tell me right now to connect with, like even more than 10 of my former primary school classmates, that's an uphill task. How are you able to do that?
Well, you see, once you post a post, on Facebook.
And you added the pictures, so of course it was very sensational,
easy. And then the groups, like Wangige Markets group, so people wanted to be added on the WhatsApp group. So I posted that if you want to be a part of it, give me your number. We create a WhatsApp group, and that's how I got people involved.
Right.
Not only the classmates, but also the community at large. So especially people in Wangige Market, because they knew him very well.
That's where he used to be.
Yeah.
And so how much money were you able to raise, and what exactly from there, what steps did you take after that? After you got some sort of funding, what was the next step?
Initially it was a slow move, because people didn't quite understand exactly what I'm trying to do, because he was still out in the streets, and they weren't so much willing to donate. So the first amount I got, it was about, let's say, 47,000.
Okay.
And it wasn't enough. So as I was looking for a cheaper a rehab, I mean, the cheapest you could get was about 50,000.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Yeah. So first it was a bit discouraging, because the contribution was a bit slow. But I kept going on.
Okay.
So I kept on posting and posting and posting. So when I got the 50,000, I decided to approach a rehab center. So we went to Teens Challenge.
And this whole time, when you're trying to get these funds on social media, so Patrick is still in Wangige Market doing whatever he was doing, still going about his daily activities. That was what was happening.
Yeah, that was what was happening. So people didn't believe in it so much. So I knew I had to make the first step. I take him to a rehab so that the people can see
that you're serious. Actually.
Yes. So that's when we decided to take him to a rehab center. So when we go to a rehab, after they interviewed him, they told us that he wasn't. What can I put it? That he wasn't ready to be in rehab fast. He needs to do detox.
Yes.
So we didn't know where else to go. In the group, the WhatsApp group, we asked whether there is somebody who knows, maybe a psychiatrist, who can help us in detox. So thank God, one of his classmates, she knew a psychiatrist. So the very same day, we got to see a psychiatrist, that is Dr. Owiti. So Dr. Owiti decided to admit him in Chiromo for about 8 days detox.
Detox.
Yeah.
So after the detox, and that's when I think you were able to take the pictures of the transformation.
Yeah.
And so what were the people finally when, people saw the results? Because that's the time that, this story went viral and everybody was just commenting, just seeing him before and then after looking, looking sharp, looking so much, much better. Did people trust you more with money? What was the reaction now when they saw that transformation?
Well, that is when the post went viral. So it had different reactions. Some could say that he's not the same person.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because of the
Doubting
transformation.
Thomases.
Yeah, because of the transformation.
Yeah.
People could say that he's two people. It's
Like he's not the same
yes,
person.
that is Patrick, and the other one
Is
they
another
couldn't-
person.
Yes.
So many conspiracies.
Yeah. Some took it positively. And they continued contributing. That is when now the funds started flowing and flowing.
Interesting.
So he was under the care of Dr. Owiti in Chiromo. So when the post went viral, I had a call from the Chiromo, and they told us they're going to waive the bill.
Oh, wow. So they waived the whole,
Yeah,
the
whole,
entire bill?
The entire bill.
Wow.
It was about 149,000.
Okay.
So they waived it, and it was a relief, because still we didn't have that much money.
Yeah, I know. You still even don't have that money. And for Patrick, what was he saying, this time? Was he like, yes, let me do this, let me, change my life, let me become a better person? Because for many people, especially many people who have been addicts before, it's not normally a very smooth process before they actually accept that they need some help.
As I told you, it took me a month to convince him to go to a rehab. So by the time he was going to a rehab, his mind was set.
Okay, that he wanted
to. So I could visit him every day and we would have a talk. And he's really determined.
All right.
So I have faith in him that he's going to change.
And it has been now, what is it? Is it 9 days since he was...
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
So he's finished his detox. He's heading out to, is it the retreat?
Yeah, he's at the retreat in Limuru for a 90-day program. He'll be there for 90 days. We also want to thank the retreat center because they decided to waive the entire bill.
They also decided to waive the bill. Wow.
Yeah.
So we have quite a number of amazing people out there. But for you, I want to take you back to a picture that I saw on social media. And you said that you were having lunch, and you said that this was the first time that he was able to even raise his head and look at you. How was that process for you? Because I can imagine it's not easy. If I was be able to meet a classmate of mine in that state, I mean, it would really break me. So for you, how was it? How was that experience like?
It will also depend on how high he was.
Yeah.
So when he's very high, it was very hard to catch his attention. When he's okay, we will converse, but then he wouldn't look at me directly.
Yes.
Maybe because of the low self-esteem or something.
Yeah.
So it was very, very hard to keep him focused. So after the detox, as he progressed, I noticed now he can be able to have a normal conversation. Look at me.
Right.
And tell me that he's ready to change. So it was a rough road. It was up and down. He wasn't stable, but so far so good.
Yeah. What does he want to do after the 90-day program at the retreat? What does he want to do after?
Well, we kept on discussing what happens now after the rehab. He has two options. He either starts a business or he goes back to school. As it now, he's undecided of what he wants to do.
Okay.
But before he's out of the rehab, I'm sure he'll have made a decision on what to do. Yeah.
And are you doing this alone, or are you doing this with his family members? Did they come in, or you do not know them?
Well, it is a teamwork. So as I continued posting, that is when the mother approached me.
Or the mother came into the picture?
Yeah, she told me she's been having a hard time even looking for him, putting him in Madare on and off. So she was really happy. She came on board. And then the whole entire group, the former classmates, the Wangige people, it was quite a teamwork. I wouldn't have done it alone.
All right.
Yeah.
And you are actually a nurse, so maybe that's why you had the instincts to come in and and do something for him.
Yeah.
What else do you do? Where are you stationed at? I know that nurses have been on strike now for so long, but maybe also a bit about yourself, because we know so much about Patrick, but not too much about you.
Oh, wow. What do you want to know about?
And so you work as a nurse. Which hospital?
Yeah, I'm on End of Avenue.
Okay.
Avenue Home Care. Yeah, that's where I'm based most of the time.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wanja, it's been really amazing having you. And one of the questions that I've seen on my Twitter handle is people are asking you, what really pushed you to do this? Because it would have been so easy to just, said like, wow, you called my name, but, I'm sorry, but I cannot really do anything. Because most people, as much as they'd want to help, maybe they don't have the finances, but you decided to use other means, that's social media, to go out there and help. But what made you do this,
Compassion.
Okay.
And love. Because here is a guy that you knew in school doing very good. He had a bright future ahead of him.
Yes.
And now look at him. He's just like nothing. So I felt a lot of compassion. I felt he deserved another chance. I felt this is not the way he was supposed to go. This is not the road he was supposed to follow.
Right.
So I thought that maybe, just maybe, if I try, I would help him in going the right direction.
Okay.
So it was just about love and compassion.
Love and compassion.
Yeah.
And we need to have love and compassion. Most of us need to have love and compassion. Wanja, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I honestly salute you. Many Kenyans do. Many
Thank
Kenyans
you.
on my Twitter handle, just, appreciating the kind of, act of kindness that you actually did. I mean, it's really amazing. And, many people are saying that you've challenged us to be better human beings and to, always offer a helping hand. So indeed, she is a Shujaa here on KTN News. She's a Shujaa in the country and on Friday briefing. Thank you very much, Wanja Mwaura, for your time. All right.